Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of this goddamn show. Supercast Brothers is what it's called, and today we are torturing me live with both Jonno and Flamezone. How's it going, guys?
Okay, thanks for having me on again, guys. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry. Is this Lord of the Rings? Because it feels like the return of the king.
I mean,
Hello.
you are the most recurring guest, so.
True, and I think
That's
last time we
true.
said this is the last format, or I'll be the first guest to appear on every type of format, right?
As of the last time you appeared, yeah, because that was your first Master Jazz appearance, but you've been on an on topic for when we talked about amiibos, and then
Quite
we
some
had
time
you
ago.
for Lindis for a Smashtopia moveset.
Oh, yeah.
Good episode. Good
That was good.
episode. And now we're back. So after you helped us determine Beautiful Joe and Dante as the winners of a Smasher Dash, if you may recall. Now we're back on an on topic. The last time you were on an on topic was towards the beginning of pretty much everything. I'm pretty sure, or was it season 2? I can't even recall the
Dude.
Okay, so it was about midway through the
It
series.
was last season.
Yeah, it was last season around December. Okay, yeah, so I'm a little more than midway through.
We might have an
still
episode
early
picked
on.
out for you next season too. We'll get there.
Thank you.
Oh, we do. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it after recording this.
We think you'll be.
yeah.
We think it'll be good for you.
I don't like the sound of that, but
Yeah, listen. Everybody needs therapy. Okay, let's be real.
okay.
Everybody
No.
It's
needs
going to be
therapy.
a Zelda themed episode.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Saria or Nibiru? All right.
One would hope that's
I
obvious.
can't tell if it's a joke or not. That's the thing.
So what's new
So
in
our
your life?
topics have changed a little. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's precisely it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
precisely
we
it.
didn't tell you that because this is your first on topic since we've changed things up. We've spent the beginning of the section now just catching up, chatting, seeing what's new, what's going on. I got a house. That's cool.
Right.
I hit affiliate on Twitch, and I'm working on
Yeah.
getting sub badges made, which are going to look like Nintendo controllers. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got my my Planet Comic Con convention is going to be happening next weekend. So by the time we have our next on topic episode, I'll have some shit to show off.
You would have seen Charles Martinet again.
Actually, he had to cancel.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm
Let's
really
do that.
sad about it.
Write him a personal letter or something, I guess.
I'll
At
write
least
him.
sign your Waluigi.
He did sign my Waluigi, and he's right over
Somewhere
there.
back there.
He is currently
Very
on
nice.
top of the Xbox 360 games.
Nice. Cool. Glad he hit Twitch affiliate. I know it's been a while coming.
Yeah. I mean, when CSWS keeps voting for games to force me to play, I mean...
Yeah, you do be playing them. Next up's
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, a game that Eric and I both played.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that'll be...
I was first voted to play 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, which was fucking amazing. And then I played Ghost Trick, which was also fucking amazing. And now it's Ghost of Tsushima, a game where I have less confidence in my ability to beat it.
Acceptable, though. I feel like you could like adjust the difficulty slider and anyone could beat it.
I'll just set it to Baby Eric mode.
Okay, that's the best mode.
Yeah, that's true. There is basically a handholdy easy mode, so it's not going to be
Like
too crazy.
I'll start at a normal difficulty, but I don't expect me to do very good at it because action games are just not my typical. I don't dodge. That's the problem. I don't dodge.
Yeah.
I just run at things and I swing sword, and then I die. That's why I'll never play a Dark Souls game.
Do you like
Would not recommend.
Do what?
Do you like Devil May Cry, Lister?
I watched Devil May Cry.
Oh,
I did not play Devil May Cry.
that game's actually hard.
The only reason I was able to beat Nier Automata was because they give you a robot that you can just hold down a button and it shoots a constant stream of bullets no matter how far away you are. It's like, oh, this boss is about to kill me. I'm just gonna dodge run around the arena as my bot shoots them to death. Not afraid to admit it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. As I get older, especially, and have less time to game, it's like I don't want to commit to a game that takes a million years to progress through because you're constantly dying.
That's
So,
fair. I mean, that's
mhm.
why like a lot of games nowadays, like I think the new God of War did this. It has a mode which is like, you want to just experience a story? All right, fights are easy. Have fun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
thank
precisely.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Like,
I definitely find. Oh, wait.
No, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, definitely as you get older, you have like way less patience for like BS in games,
Mm-hmm.
and losing progress. It's like wow, and I just want to
Yeah,
drop the game
yeah,
because it's just
Yep.
like you
or
wasted my time.
yeah, or some. It has to be like a really good RPG for me to have to put up with difficulty and
Yeah.
like 40 different menus
Oh,
and
and
crafting options and
grinding.
just
Persona difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I actually played 3 recently. That was like definitely the
Oh,
hardest
you
one.
played 3? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Which version?
Oh, I played the PS3 eShop, so I'm pretty sure it was FES.
FES? Okay, that's the one I played. And even with FES, I turned on a mod that let me directly control my party members because fuck that
sucks.
shit.
That sucks.
And then I also then I save state scummed my way through specific boss fights. Because like the normal
Oh, yeah.
monthly boss fights with the full moon shadows, I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
them for the most part. But the ones going up to the tower, it's like, all right, here's 3 of this one enemy that hits super hard, has a lot of health, and oh yeah, no weaknesses. Good
Mhm.
luck. It's like, cool, thanks. Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
like I
here's
said-
final boss with 12 fucking forms. Like, really?
Oh yeah, that was. I remember like a magic table or something like that. So you had like crit fees to get past because like
Mhm.
it would reflect stuff. I can't remember, but yeah, some of those bosses were like needlessly hard,
Yeah.
or like would confuse all your party members. Like you would go in with just one party member, so you wouldn't get confused.
Yep.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
that sucks.
And then with Persona 4, I recently did a recording of it. Well, I say recently, it was like last year. But my problem with its difficulty is like, okay, so easy is piss easy. But then normal is fuck you, bitch. Who's like, I need an in between here. Like, what the fuck?
That's fair.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we're talking about what's going
Um,
on with John.
I guess. How's your job doing?
I mean, okay. How's who doing? Oh, John. I thought you said job.
Yeah, I said, how's your job, John?
Oh, well, my job is great. If we're talking about the job that I don't do 9 to 5, which I also don't hate. But yeah, I was gone from a Smasher Dash. You probably had a little too much fun with that. Recording with Mike recently. Good episode. I'm glad I could actually listen to it because I have imposter syndrome and cannot watch myself in anything I record.
Same.
So watching you and Mike was great. I mean, I was like, wow, this is a great show. That's Super Cast Brothers. I got to see an episode for once. I was gone. I had been organizing the Tucson Folk Festival, which went by more smoothly than we could have imagined. I mean, we thought maybe 15,000 people would show up. Probably closer to 30 would. Triple our donations from any other year. So it was a fun time. It was successful. It was good. Good to catch up with a lot of friends that I hadn't seen in forever, or hadn't ever met in person. So I can't speak those praises enough. So I felt very fulfilled after that weekend. And now what can I say? I'm back here. So we're gonna slowly work back towards feeling fulfilled again after Super Cast Brothers takes that away every episode.
And then, of course, you got to get caught up on your submission, like one a day Smashtopia submission that you've been doing on the weekend.
Yeah. I'm a couple weeks behind now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get caught up. We'll get caught up. I still owe you a April Fool's submission that'll be worthy of the day. So, it'll be here before the end of April. We'll do something fun.
Speaking of the April Fool's submissions, Eric, how familiar are you with Soul Calibur?
I've played, I would say most of them.
Specifically 2?
Yeah, 2 is like the one I played probably the most.
Excellent. So several months ago, it was back in November, I had the idea for an April Fool's submission to put on the Smashtopia wiki. just to like be like this is the character that would be like stupid, but it's funny and I'm gonna do it. It took me very little writing. Charade.
Mm-hmm.
Charade from Still Comes Through. You're wondering how? Fair question. Here's the how. Just like they are in Soul Calibur. That's the how. You've got it. I don't need to explain anymore. Every time you load up a new stock with them, they take on the form of a different character and you have their attacks.
Oh.
I like for all the special moves, I literally wrote mimicry. This character does not have their own standard special. Please see the other notes field down at the bottom for more information.
Good God.
It was maddeningly brilliant because as soon as I saw mimicry was the move for everything, and that was kind of like you got to do minimal work. Although there is a lot more in the character info box than usual.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Because I had to explain the mechanic. The hardest
Yeah.
thing for it was actually coming up with taunts. Because I had to come up with taunts that would work no matter what form Charade was in. I couldn't do something like with Charade does a little dance, because that's going to look differently for Rob than it is from Peach. So it's like, I can't do that. Instead, it will seem just like the flames get brighter, or all the different like little pieces of his body will shake a little bit. That way, that can still work no matter what form he's in.
Yeah.
Took a bit.
Your random main stuff. You're getting random mains an actual character.
I did. And who's the biggest random main that we know?
Uh-huh.
It's this guy.
Yep. Very good.
Melee's random system was the worst one. You put it in a little secret spot, which granted was cool, but it just like goes to a character so you know who you're gonna play. It's like, oh.
That's true.
But all the other ones just like you put on the random button, and you don't know what you get until you load in. It's like, fuck yeah. Charade, now it's even better. Do what?
I don't think OC Smash had random either, though, did it?
I don't think it did. Not that I recall. But to be fair, I didn't really get to play original Smash, so.
Yeah. And I guess now we turn the table to Eric and what's up in your life, old buddy boy?
Not too much. Just between working, I got my own place as well, like my own apartment, so I was happy to do that. As of recently, me and my girlfriend went to Toronto for a week to catch her father's play and just explore the city, so that was a lot of fun. It's definitely a taste of what a big city feels like, though, because my city's population is like 250,000, and yeah, Toronto's a little bigger. And actually, and this upcoming weekend, me and some buddies are going to go take a trip to the Calgary Comic Con.
Okay.
And then
nice.
He has a van. We're gonna set Smash in the back and play while we drive.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to some people who are going to be at mine. We've got Q and Dr. Crusher from Star Trek Next Generation. We've got the three biggest voice actors from Star Wars: The Clone Wars with Matt Lanter, James Arnold Taylor, and Ashley Eckstein. James Arnold Taylor is apparently also in fucking everything. He's Ratchet and Clank. He's Tidus. He's in a lot of different Marvel characters, apparently. It's like, good God, dude. Jesus fuck. Dan Green is going to be there. The voice for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, fuck yeah. I am in for this. There's more DC's Legends of Tomorrow people. Like, Brandon Routh will be there. But the voice of Master Chief is going to be there, which Twilix is personally pretty excited for.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I bet Eric is a little jealous with that one because that's pretty dope.
You guys are like pretty good representatives. I thought to take a look what Calgary has, but usually not huge names. Because we used to have Comic Con here locally in Regina, but then they stopped doing it recently. So I was like, okay,
yeah,
go to Calgary now.
Comic Con where?
In Regina.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we get a good mix of like TV show people, anime, wrestlers even. So we get a good mix of stuff. We have a lot of voice actors every year.
Yeah. I remember one year, like when it was still here in like my home city, like Charles Martinet actually came.
Yep.
And his line was the only one that was extremely long, and the other ones were kind of unknown.
Yeah. We have a couple people who are here like almost every time, like Jason David Frank, the green silver White, whatever the fuck he is. The original, one of the original Power Rangers. He's here almost every year. Brett Ewan, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. The voice for Mickey Mouse. He's here almost every year. Spencer Wildling is here almost every year. We have some mainstays. I think
Mickey
Booker
Mouse,
T has been here a few times as well.
You should express to him how we would have hoped that he was in Smash Brothers.
Who? Booker T?
Oh, well, the voice of Mickey Mouse, but yeah, Booker T too.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that was on your pitch list one year. I looked at that text and was like, dude, no.
Well, speaking of the on topics, oh yeah, you mentioned voice actors at Comic Cons and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever showed this off on
that's
Super
beautiful.
Oh shit! There he is.
Yeah, Yuri Lowenthal's signature.
That's one who we
on
haven't
a
had
Marth
there.
print. Maybe
Yep.
one day, but in the
Right.
meantime, yeah. What was that?
Does Yuri also does Joker in Smash announcer? Is that right?
No, Yuri is not Joker in the Smash Answer. That's Xander Mobus.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I would love if he came down. I would get Ultimate
Mhm.
signed for that one.
That would be
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Oh, my copy of Ultimate is digital. Fuck. Damn it!
Get your mighty Pegasus art signed by him.
I feel like it's. I don't know how I feel about having somebody else's artwork be signed by a different person. I don't know. It just feels weird to me.
Well, that's true. Maybe we'll see what
Like-
mighty Pegasus thinks.
I mean, whoa.
Yep.
No, like Ghost look there.
Oh, there he is now.
Apparently, I have a cookie delivery.
I swear I have a good reason to address you.
Okay.
Holy cow! It's Twilix, a future Super Cast Brothers guest.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hello.
Bye.
At least he guessed it today.
Didn't know this was happening. Okay.
And he had your dog Truger with him.
No, my dog was already in here.
Oh. Oh, he let him out. Okay.
No, he's right here.
Oh.
He's at my
Cookie's
feet,
the dog?
where I don't like him to
Okay.
be.
Okay. Oh, that was
Because he
Twilix's
likes
dog.
to eat the carpet. Yes, that was Twilix's dog, the black dog.
Mm-hmm. Is that its name?
Twilix, yeah.
Oh, you got some Frosty or something with it too. That's cool.
It's actually Mud Sprite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's Sprite with a little bit of mud mix in.
Oh, very good. I was wondering if we were continuing that conversation from off cam. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, Eric. I'm glad you're doing well. I mean, he has a girlfriend. That's
I'm not.
new to the Supercast Brothers host. In both the news as well as in our personal lives for ourselves. So congratulations. Her father is a playwright or an actor in a plays.
He's
Or...
an actor.
Nice. Very cool. Playing in Toronto as well. I mean, that's no small fry deal. So
It felt like definitely like a fish out of water, like in a suit, like with like all dressed up people in like a nice theater. It's like, oh geez. the stage was like dynamic and rotating and stuff.
yeah.
Like didn't see anything like that.
Did you have? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Did they have a dress code there? Did you have to like get dressed up in a blazer or something?
Yeah, well, I did just in case. I think that's kind of like the more socially accepted dress. Like it wasn't a dress code, but it's kind of more socially accepted to be dressed up.
Okay, so you wore a dress. Very good.
Not a dress.
I'm sure it was
That's
very
pretty
fancy.
Mm-hmm.
It fits you very well.
Joker.
Are you saying you wouldn't wear a dress for the right occasion?
Yeah, I'll say
Okay,
on
back
cam
on
right
that.
now, I definitely would, including it on this podcast.
You heard it first here, guys. Next time on Super Cat Brothers, Jonno is going to cosplay as Princess Peach.
All right. If someone wants to fund the costume, that'd be fine by me.
Suji! Where are you? Suji doesn't watch the show.
No.
Nobody watches the show. I thought we can get away
Not
with
even our
whatever we
guest.
want.
Yeah. There's probably maybe 2 people that watch the show.
Do you think Brawlinator watches
Not-
the show?
That would be so fun.
Let's amend that. Do you think Brawlinator would watch the show if he knew it existed?
Yes.
I think he would. Just at least for
He
curiosity.
would.
A few episodes at least.
Yeah. He would, and then if he were anything like he was when we knew him over a decade ago, given, he would berate us for swearing and move on.
I forgot you did that.
How about that?
I honestly think if he knew that we had a show, he would watch at least one episode just to see how it was.
I agree. I think most people from back then would. Like if they cared to, like Brawly, Fuzzy Dude would probably troll us for a few episodes. Because we all had a shared interest back then. So if someone like Captain Old came along, maybe they would watch it for a couple episodes, So
Was it you or was it Jake that had the theory that Fuzzy Dude wasn't real?
I think it was Jake and me.
So I know, like, one of you said that you didn't think Fuzzy Dude was real. The other one of you said that you thought Fuzzy Dude was actually the older brother and that Brawly was the younger brother.
I don't know where that crackpot shit came from, but that's funny.
One of you!
I wouldn't be surprised if it was me. That sounds like me.
I mean, you did say crackpot.
Yep. I also said shit. Which means Raleigh's going to stop watching now.
Oh, fuck.
I would like to reconnect with him at some point.
I would be interested in having him on as a guest.
He is friends with us on the Switch. Like, we've colloquially known him for like just adding us on the Wii U, adding us on the Switch over the years. Yeah. So I mean, you can't message on those platforms, but because of that simple act, you would imagine that he doesn't hate us.
What we could do is invite him to a Splatoon 2 match and get the Nintendo Switch Online app on our phone and use the voice chat there. That would.
He's like, sure, I'll appear on your podcast. Can you meet me on Splatoon 2?
It's not a punchline, but you're being sincere.
Yeah. No, I sincerely would be interested in that, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, same invitation extended to almost anyone from the Mercurius days. You know who you are, who's not invited. Should be fairly obvious, given your. Even that would be kind of funny. I mean, just to figure out who the hell they even were.
Captain
Watch that. What? It's like a cocky bitch was like
TL?
Eric in the end.
Ultra Kintaro?
Yeah.
Parrot Head?
Yeah. Why not? Parrot Head is an old school name. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nobasalo.
The Flamezone?
The what? Yeah, Flamezone's here for the somewhat. How many? What's this number? I think like the 5th time. 1, 2, 3.
I don't even know, man.
4. Yeah, it's the 5th time. The 5th time. Our most recurring guests. Meanwhile, Mike made his 2nd appearance over the few years. Last time in that Smasher Dash that you 2 hosted, and it's just because some guests are better in moderation, whereas Eric is welcome every day. Yeah, that's so precious. I hope that you keep that for your new social media avatar.
I mean, he's also one of the few guests that turns on his camera with us. So,
I mean, I don't understand why people don't want to turn on their cameras.
I mean, have you seen our faces?
Yeah, you're already getting the worst of it with us, is what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's not true.
No, he's right. He's 100% right. Look at this pile of sin.
Yeah, it's very, very sinful.
Just like these cookies.
Yeah, that's it. Twilix make those himself?
No. Buying dough from the store, put in the oven.
Okay, good. Cool. In a sense, he made them.
No.
Like halfway through he warmed them with his heart, basically.
Dude, you think I bought pizza pop and
Oh.
microwaved them, That's not making it.
Yep.
No.
Is
If
it
you
preparing it?
if you put something in the microwave, that's not cooking.
Eric is like, damn,
Oh,
I
shit.
haven't made dinner in years.
That's true.
Did you say pizza pucks?
Pizza pop.
You eat
Oh, we got
okay?
some
Pizza pups.
I'm guessing
It's
that's
probably
like a
similar
pizza
to
roll.
like a Tostino.
I think it's probably similar to your guys' hot pocket.
Oh, ew.
Okay, yeah,
You guys
yeah.
have a Pillsbury Doughboy over there?
No, what's
You're
that?
looking at him.
What's the Pillsbury Doughboy?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys message me now, but you guys might not have.
I was holding it together until you started laughing. God damn it! Oh, dude, did you guys see the new trailer for Banjo Redooey?
Yeah, no. That's
Holy shit!
Wow.
I mean, it's going to be exclusive to the Xbox Series X, but you know, so great that they're finally doing it.
But real talk, Microsoft's good, especially since they did like Psychonauts 2.
No, the graphics are fucking amazing,
Mm.
and the camera is
Oh
actually
my
fixed.
God.
It's no longer the same bullshit camera from the original.
I wish that were true, firstly, and secondly, I'm looking up pictures of the pizza pops now.
Are they like pizza rolls
I
or
mean,
are they
they have-
abominations?
They're like a you know, like a McDonald's pie. That's kind of the shape they're in.
Oh, okay.
You guys actually not have them?
And-
Like real talk?
Real talk.
So we don't have them. They look like empanadas. Yeah, very similar to Hot
Empanada.
Pocket. I'm looking at them. I'm seeing the Pillsbury Doughboy. You know, the guy who goes.
I've never heard of him.
Well, it may just be a West Coast thing. That might be why
Oh.
Eric and I know him.
That's crazy.
By the way, this
yeah.
poutine flavor that you posted is horrible. It's absolutely terrible.
It
What are you talking
looks
about?
like dog food.
Like the
Oh, I
poutine,
posted it in the chat.
Oh,
I would like to try the hot sauce flavored one that I'm looking at here,
It's
which
awful.
probably is no longer in stock.
Oh god. The only ones that
Frank's
are actually
Red
good
Hot flavor. Yeah.
are the ones that are pizza.
Canada. Real talk here, Canada. Let's chat.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
True.
So you're saying the pepperoni one is good. The cheese one is good, also known as saveur de fromage.
Mhm.
And then there's the deluxe one with pepperoni, bell peppers, mushrooms. So I'm assuming that's good if you like those things.
Yeah.
Okay. But bacon, mac and cheese, macaroni, fromage,
Yeah,
bacon,
no.
not.
Oh god.
And Hawaiian.
Hawaii's bad too.
Ooh.
Speaking of
That
Hawaiian,
yeah.
speaking of
Okay,
Hawaiian,
I like Hawaiian
Yeah.
pizza, but Hawaiian pizza pops are atrocious.
It
to
looks
know.
bad. It looks bad.
so there's
Yeah.
always been this debate, you know, about if pineapple belongs on pizza. You know, and there's a lot of people that are extremely vocal about this. Some people are just like no, this is an abomination. Everybody who likes this should go die. Other people are just like, dude, it's amazing. Give me that sweet and whatever the shit bullshit. You can tell what side about it all on. But just like how there's arguments about whether or not there should be pineapple on pizza, there's also been arguments about if fourth party should be in Smash.
What a yeah.
Got it.
Perfect.
You gave me the perfect opening.
We
Nice
railed
segue.
the train.
Yeah, we did.
So-
That was a nice discussion at the start, though. So, yep.
So that is what today's episode is really going to be about. Talking fourth parties in Smash. It's been a thing, like this has, people have been discussing this since Bro, whenever Sonic and Snake made it into that game. And we got even more third party characters in Smash 4, and then quite a few more in Ultimate, including Sora, which some people have taken as a sign that fourth parties can happen now, because Sora is at least partially owned by Disney. I'm not sure if it's a partial or if it's a full own. He's at least partially owned by Disney, which, you know, Disney is, it's fucking Disney. They're the cartoon movies of your grandparents' childhood. And your kids' childhood. They've never gone away, and they may very well never. So it's just become a huge debate now. And that's what we're here to discuss. First of all, should fourth parties be added to Smash? Second of all, who? Third of all, is it inevitable? What do you
Yeah,
guys think?
that's what we're here to answer today. It'll be an interesting discussion. I think just as pineapple can inadvertently help us in certain ways, so might a fourth party in Smash. Um,
How? How would that
well,
help? What's your argument?
I don't really know. I just wanted to say that.
Oh my god.
But no, I don't have an argument for it because coming from a purist perspective, it's difficult to wrap my head around the idea of a fourth party character being playable in Smash. Sora is one way, right? But I wouldn't describe him as fourth party, even if he's owned by Disney, because he originated in a video game. It definitely pushes the envelope more than it ever has before, because this is a character who has a Mickey Mouse emblem on the Keyblade that costs $400,000 for Nintendo to put in. Wink, wink. Don't know how true that is, but I wouldn't be surprised. So that little symbol alone, and then Kingdom Hearts is as Kingdom Hearts does. You're traveling through Disney worlds, and even though we're not giving that a nod in Smash, it doesn't mean it's not true with the IP. So there's room for there's more room for debate on it now, and naturally with each Smash that comes along, the more characters involved, it becomes more of an argument to be had. Whether that means there's legitimacy to the argument is something else entirely. We're not going to be able to answer that today. It's entirely subjective, because I think whether we want it to happen or not, that's in the hands of Nintendo. And just because it would be shocking, but and maybe disappointing, but it could very well happen or very well couldn't. It's such a and as we've discussed on Smash or Dash, we'll rate their chances characters. We would never give them a 0% or 100% chance of happening. Regardless of the character, it's always 1% or 99%. So does Mickey Mouse have a 99% chance of happening in the next Smash, or a 1%? Well, it's not 0 regardless. So this is probably going to be a fairly fluid conversation. Yeah. What is that?
A 0.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was a pizza pop.
No.
I do. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, like I definitely agree with you. Like, you could argue both ways. I just have like a thought in regards to what other companies are doing, especially as of recent. Because I want to point to like Multiverse and All Stars Brawl.
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Yeah.
And it's like, I think they might be, even if they were going to do it someday, I think that the actual proprietary owners will beat them to their own game. Even I think like a Smash clone for Shonen Jump characters is also an inevitability too, right? Because people will say they'll say fourth party, and like one of the first ones is Goku, right? And I think that we sooner would get like a Shonen Jump featuring Goku than actually get him in Smash.
I mean, we had a new Shonen Jump fighter game a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and it did not do well, from my understanding. I don't know what battle system it did, but I know it wasn't Smash style. I think it was more like the Dragon Ball Budokai series, which they've done. They've done other 2D fighters for Jump Force, or not Jump Force, but Shonen Jump. So it's not an uncommon idea for them. And as you mentioned, like we have multiverses now. We have Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. Even older than that, there was Shrek Super Slam. There was Cartoon Network's Punch Time Explosion.
Yeah, Team NT one as well, I believe, during the Wii era.
Yeah, which had the Rabbids in it. What?
Yeah, that's right, because of that 4Kids thing. And Snake originally appeared in a fourth party fighting game before Smash too, with like Optimus Prime was in it. Various other characters. I forget the name of it, but it is true.
Really?
Yeah, and you're right. The Jump Superstars games on the DS are kind of like a Shonen Jump Smash already. So if you take the jump into 3D with that platform, voila. And people like Sakurai know that the demand is there for these characters like Goku or whatever the hell flavor of them. Like probably Shrek, Spider-Man. Shrek. God.
Cory in the house. Home Depot.
Oh yeah. Corey
Those-
and
those were the
Corey
two-
with a Home Depot stage.
Those were the two big memes on the Smash Brothers Reddit page for a long while. I don't know if there's still the memes there, but they were during like the Smash 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Horrendous. Shrek and SpongeBob have a leg up on those two. Good lord.
Honestly, they do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's saying something. But Shrek and SpongeBob are both very Western characters. Shrek
Yep.
especially. I mean, it was a meme. They're fine. They're fine enough movies, but there's no way in hell.
No.
SpongeBob's at least a universal thing. But I think if we ever got a fourth party in, I mean, we'd be looking, eastward.
More
We would
than
be
likely.
not eastward the game, but we would be getting Shonen Jump character or like Doraemon or something like that.
It would pretty much either be an anime character or Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is fucking huge in Japan.
Yeah, that's true. There was even a Japanese Spider-Man live action for many years.
Yep.
Mhm.
Which is what inspired the Power Rangers.
Okay, well,
The Sentai
Explosion.
shows that the Spider-Man stuff was all a part of. That's what created Power Rangers.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I didn't know Spider-Man was in Super Sentai. What the hell? I have to go back and watch this.
I mean, the Japanese Spider-Man is a Sentai. He has a
Yup,
fucking
true.
mech.
Imagine we get that Spider-Man in Smash.
We're supposed to get that Spider-Man in the new Into the Spider-Verse movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
That'd be cool.
yeah. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Curb the expectation. So a Goku is still fairly likely. I think. In Shonen Jump's case, yeah, I think there's gonna be that answer to Smash inevitably. That's fairly certain. And at the same time, I think fourth party companies would anticipate Smash still. Like even if you're putting it in your multiverses, your Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, if Nintendo came walking to your door or vice versa saying, Nickelodeon, we want to put SpongeBob in Smash Brothers. That Nickelodeon is not going to be like, oh, well, we already had All Star Brawl come out. There's still that precedent with Smash.
I think
Smash
somebody
is the golden
would
child.
drop their if they as soon as somebody's like you Nintendo was like, hey Nickelodeon, I want to put SpongeBob in Smash. Nickelodeon's just gonna be like, what? Yes?
They'd be like, yeah,
The what?
yeah, precisely, because
It'd be
it's
like
French
if they
money.
came to you, Jonno, and they're just like, hey, we want to put Chance Rivers in Smash.
I'd be like, okay, but let's consider austere because Chance was inspired by my friend Jake.
Sakurai says
Um,
no.
Okay, then
Chance.
Chance it is. Okay. Yeah, better than nothing. Let's put him in. We'll give him a
Mayor
lister role.
Mayor Joseph Novolo.
That was a time and a half.
The mayor
Taking that guy
believed town.
Yep. That was a good time. That's all you. That's all you. Thank you for helping me make good character all that time ago.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm still waiting on my check.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting on my royalties. Well, maybe when the book is rewritten in 2049. Yeah, so there's still that precedent, and that speaks to, I think that we're getting multiverses, we're getting Nick All-Star Brawl and whatever now, and going backwards, looping back into the Cartoon Network, the this and that, all as a response to Smash. These games come out in the interim between Smash Brothers, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's a coincidence that All-Star Brawl was coming out towards the end of Smash's DLC cycle, or Multiverses is coming out afterwards, in this probably 4 or 5 year block before the next Smash comes out.
Yep.
Don't
I mean,
compete with the big dog.
Yeah.
Wasn't
right.
PlayStation All Stars announced? I want to say it was in between Brawl and Smash 4, obviously, but I think it was.
Yeah.
Was it right before Brawl was announced? I think, and then but it just released after.
Could be. I it's fuzzy back then, but could be. It was definitely around then. People viewed it as kind of the redheaded stepchild, had issues with the gameplay and the roster.
Yeah, because I feel like I
But,
recall.
yeah.
I feel like I recall people talking about how Nintendo was announcing Smash in order to kill PlayStation All Stars, and I'm just sitting here thinking like, guys, listen, They didn't need to do that. PlayStation All Stars was dead on
Nope.
arrival. It could have been
Mhm.
good. It
Mhm.
absolutely could have been good. And I'm sure at some point we'll actually dive deeper into the game for a podcast episode. But that game had its issues, which is unfortunate,
Yeah.
honestly.
It wasn't
Not-
for lack of good characters, that's for sure.
Roster
lack
was
of,
one of the issues.
Okay. Well, lack of resources to make a good roster, I should say.
It was a lot of part of it was a lack of Sony letting them do things.
Yeah.
There were some characters that they tried to get and they couldn't. Like they tried to get Spyro Crash and they were told no. There were other characters like that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that's kind of the level that I'm thinking, for an actual Smash, direct Smash competitor, is you have to be looking at a good PlayStation crossover, a good Microsoft crossover, and even then, I mean, you're playing these games for the characters, right? So there's still that wedge. I think Nintendo's got Smash on lock.
Yeah.
The action platformer fighter game audience on lock. Like no matter what game you gravitate towards, even if Multiverses ends up being your favorite formula, Rivals of Ether ends up being your favorite formula, PlayStation All Stars 2 ends up being your favorite formula, chances are you're still buying the new Smash. You're still playing the new Smash because that's the foundation of the genre, right? So
Xbox crossover battle.
That'll be the day. That's going to end up happening. Watch.
They probably. I'm betting you the title would be something similar to that because they can just based off of the whole X thing. It just makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I think to Eric's argument, there's definitely room for the Shonen Jump fighters and the Nickelodeon fighters and so on. Though they're still that element. I think if Nintendo says we want Goku and Smash, Shonen Jump will be like, well, even though Jump Mega Stars is coming out next month, we'll put Goku in Smash because it's the ultimate advertisement.
It's like any company I feel like that tells Nintendo no. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
First of all, you're gonna get paid. Second of all, this is gonna be more attention for your character and series than you could have gotten in any other way. Well, it's not strictly true, but it's gonna bring a lot more attention. Look at all the DLC characters for Ultimate. How many of them did people not know existed before Ultimate, and now they're just like, this is cool shit.
Yeah, I guess you could say Smash reveals are like a marketing wet dream.
Oh God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even have a big budget for those reveals. Sakurai's talked about how the budget for the Ultimate DLC videos was small and dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't really tell though. They did such a good job. But...
Yeah, they do a great job.
They
do a great job. Those Sakurai interviews are pretty revealing. They're interesting. I mean, on one hand, it's like I wish we got more on it, but on the other hand, I get it because he's writing a paragraph each on like 20 something videos, if not more. So
yeah, I definitely would have preferred a deeper dive because it was extremely surface level. I'm not sure if there was anything there that we didn't already know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, precisely. But yeah, we're going to get Sakurai on next. That's what we're talking about. He's going to talk about fourth parties and who he would choose to be in the game. I think
he says
Hamtaro
Big Bird.
Big Bird, okay. Yeah, a lot of educational value there.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get to teach little kids how to drop kick someone's ass.
Isn't Big Bird like 5 years old?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Canonically, Big Bird's a toddler. Yeah.
Yeah, his age.
Is this some Simpsons bullshit? Where Bart's been like 12 for 50 years?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Speaking of, Bart Simpson is another character coming into Smash.
That has some value, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
You what?
Because Bart used to star in like so many like NES era games.
Oh yeah.
I think that Bart could legit be a non-joke fourth party consideration.
I don't
There you
fucking
go.
see it.
There you go.
I don't fucking... Just because they had... Like, that's the same logic that would say that Shaquille O'Neal had a shot at being in Smash, because he had two... Because they were Shaq Fu, and they were Shaq Fu too.
I
think
was
it's
about
better
to
chance
say
than
that.
other basketball stars.
Well, I don't think we're going to get Kobe Bryant.
Ooh, too soon.
No,
I know that.
probably. God,
But
I'm not gonna expand on that.
we've had a lot of positivity on if they can happen or not, and I think it's time for me to talk, because I am just like no, but I have not made it a secret of my opinion, but I am very, very hardcore against fourth parties being in Smash, both what I want to see and both what I expect. I don't think it's going to happen. Period. If they were going to consider it at all, then why would they have removed Donald and Goofy's portions of being in the forget what it's called, but
Like
on Sora's stage, when it gets down to like towards the end of the battle and it changes to being like the dive to heart sequence, in Kingdom Hearts, there's Donald and Goofy are in segments of there. But for Smash, they were replaced with the ship and the Palpoo fruit. So, if they were suddenly starting to be a little bit warmer towards fourth parties, why would they have not just kept the little pictures of Donald and Goofy there? That doesn't make any sense. Additionally, on top of that, yes, Sakurai has changed his mind on things before, but one thing that he has been adamant and not changed his response to is when people have asked him about characters like Goku, he's been straight up and said no, that I don't think that can happen. And also I have to ask why put those characters in Smash? Now when it comes to the Nintendo bin of characters, sure, we're starting to run out of a lot of the really top tier choices. There's still some characters that are missing that should get in. Dixie Kong is one of the big ones, and a lot of people champion Bandanity from Kirby. But we are starting to kind of start getting towards the bottom, at least for some series. What'd you say?
Oh yeah,
Waluigi.
Waluigi. That's another great one that we need to have in there. But then, even if people's argument is like, well, we're running out of good Nintendo characters, like, okay, we have hundreds of third-party companies and franchises and characters that we can do. Rayman, Ryu Hayabusa, Dante, Amaterasu, Phoenix Wright. I know I'm missing a lot of Capcom. Crash, Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Doom Guy, Master Chief, the car from Forza Horizon. No, I'm kidding on that one. Or am I? No, I'm kidding. Fucking Christ. But there's
Ninja
Chrono from Chrono Trigger, Lara Croft, Nathan Drake, Shovel Knight, Shantae, the Knight from Hollow Knight. There are so many options.
Leroy Jenkins.
Why dilute the playing field even more by throwing in Mickey Mouse, Shrek, Rugrats, Johnny Bravo, Tom Cruise? Why? Why do people want this? It's unbelievable to me. I don't get it. Like, I get, we all have our favorite characters that we want to see in more things. But why do we want to see Goku in Smash? I don't get it. We have other characters that can go in. It's a celebration of video games. But Goku's in video games. Shut the fuck up. Goku's not a video game character. Goku is a manga and anime character who has some video games. Well, what about this other character who originated in, like, their first appearances in this video game? So that makes them a video game character, right? Like, no. Just because a character first appeared in a video game, they're still part of the Dragon Ball franchise. That would be like saying Harley Quinn is an American cartoon character because she first appeared in the cartoon Batman series. No, Harley Quinn is a comic book character. Fight me.
So Starkiller can't be in Smash?
No. Starkiller was already in Soul Calibur. for some reason. Soul Calibur 4,
Well, they
now
could be
with
in
Darth
Soul
Vader,
Calibur.
Yoda,
They could be in.
and
Yeah.
Star Killer? What?
We know what version of the game got the least amount of sales. Yeah, so if they could be in Soul Calibur, why can't they be in Smash Brothers? Soul Calibur is a video game with video game characters.
Yes. And I put Charade on the Smashtopia wiki.
You did. So it comes all around. So if Nightmare or Charade or Killick or anybody becomes playable in Smash, then next thing you know, Goku's going to come around.
No. It's not how not how things work.
That's the gateway.
It's really not.
Yeah.
That's like it's like some people have also said that we already have a fourth party character in Smash, Dracula. And it's because, we have the Castlevania Dracula as a boss. It's like that's not No, that's not how that works.
Right.
Like that is a very specific incarnation of Dracula from the Castlevania series, who, yes, is based off of Dracula from the original story. But that's not that story Dracula in Smash. That's Castlevania Dracula. It's different. It's like, oh my god,
Right.
people.
Right.
It's like saying that Superman is an anime character because he's based off of Goku. It's like, no, he's not. Yes, he's based off of Goku, but he's not an anime character. And also, fine, we take it that way. Okay, Goku is based off of the Monkey King from Journey to the West. Go fuck yourselves.
Those Goku from Yuyuki. So
No,
there's that too.
different Goku. Different Goku. Yuyuki is an NES game, not about the Dragon Ball series. Fuck.
I think the argument, and I'm not saying it's an argument I support. I think the argument that they make for Goku from Dragon Ball specifically,
It's because he's the biggest anime
is that-
character to ever be an anime character.
that and he's one of the biggest video game series, irregardless. That spawned, I think, literally over 100 titles since the 90s. Has sold like millions and millions and millions and millions worldwide.
still a
So
huge
there's the
growth.
precedent.
I mean,
Yeah.
I will say
yeah.
that if we were to get non-video game characters into Smash, because that's really what the fan-made term fourth party means, then Goku is the most likely character. I will freely say
Right.
that, but I don't think
Right.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Right.
Like
Okay.
I kind of subscribe to the listener's train of thought there too. I feel like it should always be like a celebration of gaming, and there is, even if like the Nintendo well is drying up with some, so like you say, some of the top tier characters, there is like they can eventually reach a point where there's so many third party characters, it becomes less about Nintendo and more like celebration of gaming across the history of every era of every company. And I think I would sooner see that pass and open up the fourth party kind of worms, but.
They were even saying that Ultimate was a celebration of gaming, not just Nintendo.
It really is.
Like there's still some
yeah.
big names missing from Ultimate, even not between Nintendo and third party choices. There's some big names missing still.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo. I mean, we sell the well is dry, but we can still probably name 20, 30 names off the top of our heads if we really wanted to.
Just go look at the Smashtopia wiki.
Yeah, precisely. I can see the point that dissenters would make with Goku specifically, maybe other characters like Spider-Man or fucking SpongeBob almost. When they say, oh, it's a celebration of gaming, so celebrate a game series that has pervaded, over 24 systems and has sold so many units and has influenced fighting games as it has.
Yeah.
So there's quite a bit of influence in Dragon Ball fighting style games that is pervaded into other Bandai Namco games, Capcom games. So there's influence from the series. So I can see the argument.
The biggest Smash Brothers
Goku,
fan game, Super Smash Flash and Super Smash Flash 2, they have Goku in it. They have Naruto in it.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible is in it, which is a choice. There's some other. I know Ichigo is in it. There's a couple others who I can't recall that are in it, but they have several anime characters in that game.
The original one had like OCs though.
Yeah, it has a couple Sonic OCs in the original. For some reason, I don't know why, but they're there. It's like
And that's another thing. Sonic himself is a movie character.
Oh, I remember that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
a few years ago. Didn't Sonic debut in like 2019?
no. Sonic is a restaurant, dude.
That's also true.
Hey, Lisa, can I pose a quick question?
Go for it.
Remember your Dracula argument where that's a specific incarnation of Dracula?
Yep.
So the only thing that kind of bothers me is like, what is like a borderline fourth party? Like, say, Epic Mickey. Is that an incarnation of Mickey Mouse that only originates in the video game?
It's funny you bring up Epic Mickey because Jonno brought up that argument to me several years ago. And you can say that that's a specific incarnation of Mickey, just like these Mickey Mouse in Kingdom Hearts is a specific incarnation of Mickey Mouse. That said, it's still that Mickey Mouse. Like, it might be a different multiverse of Mickey Mouse, like a different timeline for the character, but that's still just Mickey Mouse. It's not. It's still the same Disney character.
But do you think like that would have a higher chance of getting in than an actual like just Mickey Mouse in like a Steamboat Willie style?
No. Now, if you were to ask me if Mickey Mouse were to get in, do I think they would primarily base off of the Epic Mickey? Then I think there's a good chance he'll pull from that game. Maybe not be everything, but I don't think Epic Mickey is more likely than Mickey. Like, he's still just Mickey Mouse, just in a different setting.
Right.
Like like in the original story, like comparison, the original story for Dracula doesn't have Belmonts, doesn't have fucking Carmilla or Grant Dynasty, Sypha, Maria Renard. It doesn't have any of those characters. But Epic Mickey is still about Mickey Mouse and Oswald the Rabbit, who is still in Disney canon. Sure, he uses the paintbrush, but there's other Mickey Mouse games that have Mickey using magic. It'd be like saying that the Mickey Mouse from Kingdom Hearts is his own distinct character, which he's different, sure, but he's still just Mickey Mouse.
Sure. I think this discussion kind of found that caveat where if there was a character ever involved, they'd just say, "Oh yeah, they celebrate gaming because their games were influential to gaming." So there you go. But it's still a big if. It's still a big if.
A similar argument, though, could be made for things like when they make a movie out of a book or out of a video game, and a lot of times those characters are wildly different from their incarnation.
Yeah.
Oh, the Resident Evil movies are wildly different from the games. So you could make an argument that that's a different character when they make them completely separate. But even then, for the most part, that's still Wesker. Like, he's different than normal Wesker that we know from the games, but it's still Wesker. I wouldn't call him hugely. I wouldn't call him like a different. It's not the same thing as like a character being based off of another version of the character. Now, Goku, Superman, Yuyuki Goku, these are all different versions of the Monkey King character from the original Journey to the West story. So they're not the same thing. Like, that Goku's not Monkey King. That would be like the Dracula argument for me.
Sure.
Like, Goku's not a book character; he's a manga character.
Right. And what about that brings us to an interesting point. There is a character that I think stands on more legitimate ground as a third party in Smash, despite debuting in a rather popular book series. Being Geralt.
I was gonna bring it up too, actually.
Geralt, I thought you were going to bring up Agumon. Geralt and Agumon are both more recent arguments that you've brought up to me. Agumon, his whole argument is like, yeah, there's the anime for Digimon, but also, technically speaking, Digimon was a toy first, like Tamagotchis, and you sold me on the argument with Digimon because that's just like Game & Watch. Game & Watches are pretty much the very. I can't say that they're like Tamagotchis, but it's in the same similar vein of a game toy.
Yeah,
it's not like
you're still literally wearing it on your wrist sometimes.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
Geralt is he's a very very great area. I think probably what is the biggest bonus to Geralt is that people don't know him as being a book character. They know him as being from the
Mhm.
games.
Right.
The
Right.
hell, the Netflix show isn't even the first time they tried to make a live action version of The Witcher. There was
Mhm.
another, I think it was a movie, but they changed what everything was called. And it was
Mhm.
I don't remember what country the movie. It's a foreign film of some sort.
Poland. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Geralt, that one's a hard one for me to judge because like my gut reaction is he's a book character, and even even the video games are based off of that same character. There's some differences. They do a time jump so that they don't have to keep themselves strictly beholden to what happened before. And the creator has since gone
Mhm.
to say that the games are non-canon to his work, which he's fully allowed to do.
Has more to do with his paycheck.
It true,
But
but he has full
Mhm.
right to say that they aren't canon to his books, which is fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, when
Yeah.
was his last book? I actually don't know this, but I'm assuming it wasn't the last book was before the first game. I'm assuming.
Yeah. They were all published in the
Okay.
90s. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine a world like where Harry Potter never got a movie adaptation, but got like a popularized game series or something. I wonder if that would change our perception of him too.
Imagine a world where J.K. Rowling wasn't a piece of shit.
I can't
That
imagine.
world doesn't exist.
Unfortunately, no. It's multiversal. J.K. Rowling is
Mhm.
always a piece of shit.
Mhm. Mhm. One of our Nexus beings.
Yes,
Very.
which is a shame because Harry Potter is fucking great, and
Yeah.
I loved the series as a kid, but it definitely feels tainted.
Yeah. Yeah. I still like going back, reading the books, watching the films, but there's always that pervading thought
Yeah, those have been
of.
elements of it being problematic. One of them
Mhm.
being how Rowling is just like desperate to redeem Snape. It's like Snape's a fucking incel. What are you doing? Snape is a
He could
terrible
be.
person.
Yeah.
Great character, terrible person. Stop trying to redeem Snape, people. He's
Mhm.
awful.
Mhm.
If Snape
Mhm.
wanted redemption, he wouldn't have given away the Potter's location, which I guess technically better do, but he wouldn't have argued just for Lily to live, and he wouldn't have treated Harry like shit. Fuck
Mhm.
Snape.
Mhm.
All praise to Alan Rickman, but fuck Snape.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah, and other topics like her stereotyping half of the recurring cast, and
Yeah,
it's just things that come up over the years that you don't necessarily notice as a cis white kid reading it in the
I
90s and
oh
2000s.
I always thought it was weird
Yeah.
in the movies when all of a sudden Lavender Brown becomes an important character and they recast her from being a black girl to a white girl. It's like, what? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know if you didn't know
Yeah, that's
this.
true.
Lavender Brown is actually in the earlier movies, and she has a black actress. But then all of a sudden she becomes important in the fifth movie or was it the sixth? I think it was the sixth because that's when Slughorn is
Right.
doing his shit. All of a sudden, she becomes an important character as Ron's girlfriend, which important, just being Ron's girlfriend. Ooh boy, wow, there's some character agency there. But now she's a white girl. It's like, what? I understand
Ooh.
sometimes you have to recast things, like when I think it was Krabs' actor got arrested, so they kind of cut his part and they had Blaze pretty much fill his role. Or they
Right.
had Goyle fill Krabs' role
Yeah.
and Blaze fill Goyle's role, which is weird. So sometimes you got to do things like that, but like, there's no reason to recast her.
No. 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 Not at all. Not at all. And then going back all those years later, and on the flip side, maybe trying to deter some of that,
Mm.
and saying, "Oh, actually, Hermione was black."
Yeah,
It's just random shit.
But on the
Thrown out of the wall.
illustrations, like on the front
Right.
cover of her books, does not appear to be the case. So strange.
I mean,
Right.
there's a lot that I could unpack about Harry Potter. I don't hate
Mhm.
the series, but the
Right.
author is a piece of shit, And there are
Yep.
elements of the books that are problematic.
Yep. Well, that's the issue, right? We grew up with it. It's quite the opposite of hating it. So it's difficult to process. Like you see, the Hogwarts Academy, I think the game coming out looks great.
There's a lot of
so,
controversy about that game too.
Microtransactions and stuff,
Yeah.
I think.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people because the thing's been revealed about the story about how there's like it's a goblin rebellion, and your role is to help put them down when they're also trying to kidnap children. And apparently, people are making. I don't pretend to understand fully everything that's going on with it and the arguments that are going on, but I've seen a lot of negative controversy towards it and the story that they're giving the players. I will not
Really?
pretend to be an authority, so I can't really commentate on things. So I'll just say look it up for anybody that's interested. But there's a lot going on there apparently.
Yeah.
Like Last of Us Part 2 when Lavrimel was going hard.
I would
love
say
that game, but
worse than Last of Us Part 2 from my understanding.
Some of the critics of Last of Us Part 2, although I do not enjoy where that story went, a lot of the criticism from the Reddit threads and whatever on Last of Us Part 2
Was
criticizing Abby's character for the way she was built. That's very much something J.K. Rowling would be like, yes, I also hate Abby for these reasons.
She probably would, honestly. She probably would.
Because well, I mean,
J.K.
we don't
Rowling
have,
is a transphobe.
Yeah, exactly. We have room to, because we got on this subject. She is very transphobic. That is not good. That's not okay. We literally we lopped off half of our friend group years ago for that very reason.
Yep.
That these schisms are not okay. We're moving towards a more inclusive world, thank God, because we're all going to die anyway. So she can go fuck herself. You cannot pretend to be inclusive and to love, oh, Dumbledore's gay, I'm a feminist, and then go and turn around and hate on trans people the way that she does.
Yep.
So rampantly. There's no black or white. It's a black or white situation rather. There's no gray area here. She's a piece of shit.
Yeah. I feel like for a while Rowling was pretending, and so she was trying to. So she would say things like Dumbledore's gay and that Hermione can be black, but I don't think she ever believed that. I think she just said those things, and then at some point she just stopped. She just stopped pretending, and she's like, "Fuck it all."
Yeah, it all. I mean, it all felt performative, right?
Yes, it did not feel real.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and coming off of watching the Fantastic Beasts, the new movie, I mean, I'm like, God, why did we sit through this and enjoy it when she's an executive producer? But at least,
I figure if I'm going to see it, it's not going to be in a way that gives anybody money.
Yeah. Maybe just slip Jude Law like $5.
Who?
Yeah, Dumbledore.
Oh,
very, very good job.
I don't know who that actor is. Anyway, we kind of got off the script there.
J.K. Rowling will be in Smash.
No.
We can lop her off the cliff anytime we want. It'll be great.
No. No.
Would she count as a book character? Just kidding.
She'd count as a real fucking person.
Oh God, is that what she is? I'm sorry to also be one.
Also, here's the real fear about getting fourth-party characters into Smash. What's next? Real people?
Yeah, like that Nicolas Cage movie that they're toting around now where he plays himself.
Okay, but that looks hilarious. Let's be honest.
It does.
The trailer for that movie is fucking hilarious. I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, me too.
It looks so stupid. Oh God.
Real people. That can only be problematic.
Yeah.
So,
what are they gonna put? Who are they gonna put in here? Jonno?
Iwata.
That's be Sakurai. No.
Sakurai himself.
Sakurai or Miyamoto would be the only acceptable choices to put a real person in Smash. The only acceptable choices.
Yeah, if this is a meal,
there already are real people in Smash the Meat.
I mean,
yeah, that's
I
true,
don't
that's
see any
true.
costumes based off of Iwata.
I wish.
There's no costume based off of Batman.
That would also be. What if that were the fourth party gateway to get me costumes?
I'll be honest here. I'll be
fun.
honest here. If we had fourth party costumes for Mii Fighters, I would probably grumble because we could get other characters. But I'll be like, fine, as long as it stops here. This is the line.
Right.
Like, here's Mii Fighters are here. The line is here. Assist trophies and everything else are this way. I don't even want spirits and trophies of these fourth party freaks. You can have a Mii Fighter costume, and that's it. No more.
You get a Grogu me costume.
Well, who would they be? The Mii Spellcaster?
Yep. Now the real question is, who would be the me lumberjack? Jake?
Paul Bunyan.
Okay, there you go. That works.
Oh, actually, Thor.
True. There you go. So Thor will be in Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh,
It'll be the Thor from God of War.
I was gonna say that.
Were you about to go there?
It was.
Nice.
Like, would that be a different incarnation of
Yeah.
Thor that could be acceptable?
That'd be different.
This is where you could technically have Jesus Christ from Xenosaga in Smash. So,
Or like Messiah Persona or something.
So like the difference between like
or
God
Mara
of
from
War Thor
Persona.
and Castlevania Dracula versus like again the whole Mickey Mouse thing is that that's just Disney's Mickey Mouse being made by Disney again. But this is an old mythology character. They're just like they're bringing a version of them into this series.
Right.
If they made like a brand new game that was not connected to Disney, and they're just like, here's our version of this character called Mickey Mouse, that would be a different Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Disney would sue the crap out of them, but that would be a different Mickey Mouse.
Right. What about if there was a historical figure who had a different take based on themselves, like in Mario Teaches Typing with Abraham Lincoln? Would that version of Abraham Lincoln technically be playable in Smash, or be permitted to be playable rather?
I feel like we're starting to get into is the hot dog a sandwich argument.
Yes. Yeah.
We're approaching that territory, and my answer to those questions is that's a stupid question. Is the hot dog a sandwich a stupid fucking question? This is the dumb debate that people have. Either way, people aren't going to be convinced. You can either say, oh, it's a sandwich because it's meat between bread. Okay. Then if that just puts a whole bunch of different weird shit on the table. A hot dog is a hot dog. End of story.
Sure. But you get the hot dog, which is this conical meat.
No.
And you put it in a bun.
No. We're not going there.
Oh, technically, wasn't Abraham Lincoln part of that Mii Fighter reveal? Like Elijah Wood was there.
Yeah, he was.
There
It
you
was
go.
Abraham
There
Lincoln,
you go.
Elijah
So-
Wood, and Ice-T. And then Japan had 3 different people. I think they were all idols. I think for Japan's. I don't remember
Got
for
it.
sure.
Would have
But
been
they
a
had
good
a completely different commercial.
Right. If Miyamoto were ever in Smash, I mean, his final Smash could be like making Paper Mario horrible, and then everybody gets KO'd.
Elijah would
Like, actually, I think only Toad would. Elijah would like.
That was the tagline they used.
Yeah.
I don't remember Ice-T's or Abraham Lincoln's, but I remember Elijah Wood's. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're like Ice-T, Elijah Wood, Abraham Lincoln, all very modern celebrities.
No, actually, here's something. Here's something to continue this argument. The Abraham Lincoln in Codename Steam is a different Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
That's a
true.
very different Abraham Lincoln. It's a steampunk universe with Abraham Lincoln that's essentially in charge of this team. That you could see in Smash. That Abraham Lincoln, the person? No.
Imagine. Yeah, the Abraham Lincoln from Codename Steam actually is the one that does the shooting.
And that's also like John Henry, or I can't remember the other characters, but like
Henry
pretty much
Fleming, the Cowardly
Henry Fleming. Thank
Lion.
you. Like every character, almost if not every character in Codename Steam is based off of some form of literature, and they're just a new take on the character in this steampunk environment. They have Tiger Lily, who I think is from Peter Pan stuff.
Yeah,
I think.
Yep.
There's the Cowardly Lion. Again, there's John Henry, Henry Fleming. I don't remember any other characters. Those are the ones I remember.
Right.
But then they have like Fire Emblem Amiibo characters, which is like okay.
Yeah,
What?
like Lucina and Ike and Martha.
What?
It's too bad that game didn't really take off more.
Yeah,
That
was
was an
like a
interesting
super forgotten game.
Maybe if they had promoted
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, it and Ever Oasis both kind of suffered that same fate, which is too bad.
Little Town Hero.
Yeah, that too. Game Freak game. We can make more than Pokemon. It's like no one fucking cares.
Yeah. It's sad because they desperately want to make something besides Pokemon, but they made a gold mine and now they hate it.
Yep. How about paper Pokemon? Speaking of Paper Mario, there you go. Just toss that in.
That could be really charming if they did it right.
There you go.
Actually, I think so.
There you go. Yep.
Let's
Goku
see.
could make his way into that.
Do we have to keep pissing on the grave that is Paper Mario? He's
Yeah.
been dead
Yeah.
since the 3DS years.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Super Paper
It's kind
Mario.
of territorial, you know. We're marking our affection with him by pissing on him. So.
I actually liked Super Paper Mario. Sticker
Like,
Star,
it-
though, I
it-
intentionally left behind when I took a trip to California. I was just like, I don't care about this game. This sucks. Goodbye.
Sticker
Yeah,
Star
like-
and Color Splash. Good lord.
Yeah, Super
And
Mario.
this last one.
I don't even. Go on.
Well, I was gonna say Super Paper Mario is actually like probably the best of those later three, like in its own thing. But as a primarily RPG franchise, you can't help but be a little bit disappointed going.
Oh, yeah,
into it.
fair enough.
You're looking for an RPG.
Fair enough.
Sure. The story is immaculate though, and that's my real issue with it. Is that they've destroyed the lore of Paper Mario.
And the art of it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Mhm.
newer games look good, graphically speaking, and the way they do the art styles. Origami King has a very nice design, but the battle system, as soon as I saw it, I was just like, nope,
Oh, horrendous.
nope,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to play a puzzle game. I want to play an RPG.
Yep. Yep.
And the more modern Paper Mario games are puzzle games. They are not RPGs,
Yeah.
but they have RPG
Mhm.
battles. They are not RPGs.
You know what? Let's we got back on the Paper Mario train, and now let's dive into Byleth and Smash, just like the old times.
No.
You think a fourth party character will make it
No.
into Fire Emblem before Smash? Well, let's find out. The Pillsbury Doughboy. There you go. Yep. I think we've kind of exhausted the argumentative
We
part
have.
of it, right?
We
Like-
have. Like
just yeah.
like much like just like 90% of other arguments across the fucking planet, everybody's minds are already made up. Nobody's going to change them, no matter what points
Mhm.
each side brings up. I'm never going to think that they should be in, and somebody who thinks they should be in is never going to think that they shouldn't. That's just how
Right.
things go.
Yeah.
It's
I think that we can. Yeah. Sorry.
it's just that what we all have to accept, and we all just have to agree not to murder each other, right, Eric? We don't murder each other.
Yeah.
No, no murder.
despite
Yeah.
violently opposing each other's belief.
Well, I don't really even want them in. I think.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I don't. Like me personally, I don't actually want them at all. Not even Goku. I think he's most likely, but
Mhm.
What about Naruto?
I mean, no, I don't know.
Let me think about.
No, I
The
think
thing
he's
is,
more of a
like-
Natsu Dragneel kind of guy.
There you
I-
go. Solomon Grundy.
I think it's better that they stay in their own little games, like like Show and Jump Smash or
Yeah,
multiverse.
like
kinda
if they
keep
made a
that.
good Shonen Jump Smash game with characters that I knew, I'd probably play it. But I don't think Jump Force didn't even really have characters that I knew. Like they
Yeah.
teased one character in the opening trailer. I was like, oh shit, that could be fun. Oh, they're an NPC only. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck
Maybe
you.
maybe Jump Ultimate Stars would be worth looking into because it's a fairly
Honestly, the problem is like I feel like as far as like it's the whole anime manga side of it is concerned, there's several different companies that all have like all these different characters, right? But just doing one of them as doing their own crossover, I don't think works. I personally, I don't think it works. They need to all come together.
That would be
They
the
need
day.
to all
I
do
think-
stuff.
Multiverse looks kind of insane in that regard with what they have so far, but they have to kind of be that caliber, I think.
Multiverses has a wild fucking roster for its game. Like you got Batman on Harley Quinn, and you got Arya Stark. You have Bugs Bunny. Like, what the fuck is happening
And
over
Ultimate-
here?
Ultimate Instinct Shaggy is like legit.
Yeah, and then on top of it all, they added in an OC. What?
They never did that one.
What the fuck? Why is there this green furry moss dog OC thing? What the
That's news
fuck,
to me.
multiverses? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's
Gandalf,
like
I think,
Deer
is in
Dog.
it. It's like, what?
Yeah, Gandalf is in it. That's right.
Did they ever reveal a Harry Potter character? Because it's WB that's making it, and they own Harry Potter. Or at least the movie rights.
Maybe so.
I don't
Wouldn't
know.
be surprising.
I mean, we know
It's
that
kind
there's
of the
more
tertiary
characters that they haven't
secondary, yeah.
revealed, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, God, the well will not run dry with that one if they don't want it to. There's way too much that.
Where
they have
is
handed.
Disney's fighting game?
True, they could.
Dude, like they could have all their the Disney movies. They can have Pixar. They can have Marvel. They can have Star Wars. They can have anything that Fox ever did. Put the Xenomorph versus Jasmine.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. They have a huge well to draw from, especially like the Star Wars characters could be their own game.
Yeah,
just right there.
honestly, I would love like this isn't in the vein of Smash, but like the Warriors games. Now, granted, my favorite Warriors game, Persona 5 Strikers, is the one that least plays like a Warriors game, and that's why it's the best one. But there are so many other franchises that could have the Warriors treatment. Last Airbender, Star Wars, Kingdom Hearts. All these things could just succeed so well with the Warriors branding. Like, so you get a whole bunch of fucking Jedi and doing the Warriors, or they could do the story of the old Keyblade War in a Warriors game. It would be so easy.
That's like printing money.
Yeah. It's like Kingdom Hearts makes 1,000,001 fucking spinoffs on its own. We have a goddamn rhythm game. They're making a sequel to the mobile game that they did. Like, what the fuck? Do a Warriors game.
Why not at this point?
As far as Shonen Jump is concerned, a Shonen Jump versus Capcom, like they did Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun.
Down.
We need a new versus Capcom that's good. Because Infinite was not.
Yeah.
Horrible. Yep.
They announced like Capcom Fighter Collection, didn't they, or something?
Yeah, it's a bunch of old fighting games that are going to be in the collection. The only one I remember was Red Earth, but I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to get that. They also did another collection that was arcade beat 'em ups.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I think they're bringing over games that hadn't even been released in the West before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh
Red
yeah,
Earth
the
being
fighting
one.
game one is also well, Red Earth was on arcades, but I don't think it was on console.
Oh, it was never
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And they're also like all the Darkstalkers games, or at least the old ones, are on that fighting game pack too.
That'll be that. Yeah, that's a fun time.
Yeah,
That's a fun time. I think kind of wrapping up, since we wrapped up the argumentative portion. Really, all we can say, and this may be not to Lister's discretion, being as anti this as he is, but if we say you kind of had to, or you're going to be shoved off a cliff and die,
who would you put in, and how do they work?
Yeah, precisely. Eric.
That's a good question. If I had to put in one,
Yeah, like who's a character who's a four-party character that you would, if you had to pick one, that you put them into Smash? Why this character, and what's your pitch for how they're gonna work?
Yeah, and to supersede this, Geralt doesn't count. Neither does
Geralt does.
So.
He doesn't count. I was going to pick Geralt. Oh, shit. I probably would just be Goku then, just because like he has such a huge history in gaming as is, even like getting back, like he has. Like you could make that argument, like you're saying, like the most influential anime character is synonymous with infinite games, still influences fighting game tournaments today and stuff, right? So I would definitely say Goku. Move, you can do anything really. Kamehameha on B for sure.
Instant transmission, Kaioken.
Yeah, exactly. Spirit Ball, Final Smash.
Yeah, I mean
Spirit
that
Ball.
has to be the final smash.
Okay, well, there you go. I mean, the evergreen answer and not a bad one. As we've argued to death, if it ever happened, it's going to be him.
Jonno, the other rule for you is
yeah.
that it can't be something you already made a Smash Topian moveset for.
Okay, what about one that you made a Smash
No.
moveset for? Okay, okay, Pablo Picasso, the famous Spanish artist and painter. You know, born in the 20th century, becoming one of the most influential artists of his time from 1881 to 1973, making around 1,900 paintings in his long career. So, you know, I originally wanted Vince from Art Academy or Adeline from Kirby in this role, but I think having an actual artist with such a firm regalia of just canvas to work from, you know, he could be a summoning character, and each move could be bringing in another aspect of one of his art pieces, such as the famous family of Saltimba. I'm trying to read
I
this
did
word.
not hear the word famous.
Saltimbanax.
I heard something completely different. Wow.
In the Rose period. You know, it was when he was following up his grim, you know, like blue period. So you can actually have it shift between the blue and the red period in his extra skill, or in like his down special, where you know he's working on blue period artwork that's sadder, and it develops into kind of more like a defensive buff or something that the person opponents maybe encourages slow down with the blue paint, and speed up with the red paint. Or I think Majoli would be an interesting final smash because it's such a, you know, labyrinthine work. So he can bring opponents into Majoli as the painting kind of moves and shifts and snares them. And you know, just he did a lot of strength, like nudist work as well, which I don't think would be a fairly proper for Smash, even if it's pretty obscure. But there's some that can get away. Like maybe the Dream would be fine. You just have to kind of cover up a little bit, you know.
Well, Animal Crossing had revealing painting.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So he can, you know, he could sit down on their lap and heal in that way, or he can bring in the old guitarist, very famous. Maybe that could be like an assist trophy. He can just sit there and play his guitar, or be prevalent on the Picasso Spain stage. That would be involved. The Weeping Woman. I mean, it looks terrifying. That could be involved in some way as well. But yeah, I mean, you know, if we're talking real characters, I think Picasso has more of a chance than many different characters. And if you're gonna make the jump, you may as well go full bore, you know, and encourage something from history that can move everybody. So I would say Pablo Picasso. Maybe just SpongeBob. Just kidding.
I hate everything that just happened in the last 5 minutes. Literally everything.
Real answer, probably Spider-Man. I don't know. There you go.
That was going to be my answer.
Okay, fine. I'm sticking with Picasso then. Fuck it.
Actually, I'm going to say Chomper from The Land Before Time. You know, the greatest movie series ever made.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. It's actually going to be Larry the Cucumber.
Okay. VeggieTales. Yeah, I'm digging it. There's a lot of people that would be behind a cucumber. I mean, or in front of one. So, anyway,
Nope.
yeah.
Nope. All right. But no. If I do have to put one in, I was going to say Spider-Man. Not only is the character universally popular, he's one of the top three. I don't know what the exact order would be, but he's absolutely in the top three most famous comic book characters. Period. The only two up there with him are Superman and Batman. Spider-Man is fucking huge. We've mentioned before Japan. He's extremely popular. He has his own Sentai show, and he would fit fairly well in Smash. I think some characters like putting Shrek or SpongeBob in. I'm just like, what? How would they? What? How would this character work in this? No. But Spider-Man and Goku, I think both of them could fit into the setting fairly well. Like they have the moves to pull from, they have the attitude, they have the style that would make them work really well. He'd have he could be able to shoot off his webbing for some of his moves. He has a web zip that he could do, just web swinging. Obviously, a lot of web stuff. But he also has his gadgets that he can pull from. You could very easily make a moveset for Spider-Man. It would not be difficult. If anything, he almost has too many choices for some areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like oh, sorry,
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like if there was like an alternate universe, you could even like I could see a world where like Goku and Spider-Man could be video game origin characters and people wouldn't bat an eye, but Shrek SpongeBob, I just don't really see it.
Yeah.
If
Goku was a video game character originally, like if it's just like worlds reversed, Dragon Ball is a video game series instead of a manga and anime, Goku would have been in Smash.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. True. Instead, we get to deal with the likes of Tetrimino and Bubsy.
Bro.
Would I rather have Goku or Bubsy in Smash?
Yeah, that's a nice moral question.
That's painful. That's painful.
Oh my god.
You would have to choose Bubsy, right? As per your arguments, but
I one shade of an argument.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's a firm moral compass kind of thing. You know, so
it's would I rather put in a fourth party character who is admittedly a good character mostly, or a video game character that's not a good character,
right? Or Plock, or the guy from Ario Monsters with the eyeballs.
I don't remember his name.
Me either. Been too long.
God,
yeah,
that hurts.
Hard to say. I mean, I know what I would do, but I just put Goku in.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn, that's an awful one.
I think you would ultimately get over it so long as that were the one character, but the issue being
I would do it and then I'd immediately jump off a cliff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be like, this is my penance. I must go.
There's been a lot of cliff jumping this episode. We can rename our podcast like Cliff Jumpers. That could be the name of just our talk
I think
show
you mean Shark Jumpers.
Yeah, that too. Or Cloud Spinner. No, Wind Jammers. That's the name of that game. That's a good game. Neo Geo.
Oh.
Disc jockey kind of throwing frisbees. Yeah. We'll get a Windjammer in the next Smash. They're a video game character. So. Okay, Windjammer or I was gonna say Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but that's Activision, so that's easy. Never mind. Windjammers it is. Okay, so
Tony Hawk in Smash.
There you go. Yeah, he wouldn't have to rely on NFTs and a Twitter account that just talks about how no one knows who he is anymore. So that'd be useful.
Honestly, I don't think he'd be very hard to make a moveset for. Honestly,
No, probably not.
I think it'd be
I
fairly
toyed with
easy.
the idea. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Eric, what sports star would you like to be playable in Smash?
Sports star. Go back to
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal.
That's not a bad choice. That's not a bad choice.
I mean, he's got that shock fu.
True.
Yep. Freaking. Well, I'm blanking on his name. Michael Jordan. He'll probably be in multiverses, because of or LeBron with their
Tiger
friend
Woods.
Bugs. Tiger
teamed
Woods.
off.
Maybe so. Yeah, he's somebody in Smash. He's certainly survived worse these days. Good lord. So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, so Goku, Pablo Picasso, and Spider-Man. I think that's quite a collection.
TMNT as one character, much like they are in Injustice 2.
There you go. That'll work. Yeah, not like they aren't in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, where there's just two of them, and
Which is
Shredder
weird.
and
Yeah, it's
April.
weird.
Playing as April is probably the best.
She's
that I got out of that
good.
game.
She's good.
Yeah.
And they have Reptar and no Rugrats, right? Because you can't really beat the shit out of a baby.
That's the theory.
Yep. Tommy
Which
could have been
kind of
a good
makes
character.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have easily done like the grown-up version of the character, but I think some people would have preferred just Reptar.
Yeah. I mean, some invented choices in that game. It's unlike PSA SBR. It's not the roster. It's just kind of unfortunately everything else that holds that game
And
back.
they had to fight to be creative in that game because originally Nickelodeon was only approving like the standard. Oh, here's the protagonist of the main show. Cool. No, they had to fight for some of the weirder choices.
Mm-hmm. Like Oblina. Like, here you go.
Nigel.
Yep.
Powdered Toast Man.
God. Helga. It's a fun little thing, but
yeah,
the gameplay is lacking, unfortunately, and there was lag like you wouldn't believe when we tried to play it.
Yeah. We were going to do an episode discussing the game, and we may go back and do it again at some point. But we tried playing it, and it was just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of just giving it some time to maybe figure itself out a little bit better. Maybe get some more DLC out there when they update things, and then we'll try it again. Maybe when Multiverses comes out.
Maybe when the developers walk back talking Smash and losing their entire audience.
I mean, to be fair, the online for Smash has never been great.
That's also true. Damn, the only person watching Super Cash Brothers all this time for every single episode, all 70 of them, was probably a developer for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and we just lost him.
Damn.
Sorry, Scott.
Damn. Scott shooting us the NDAs.
Oh, I just got an email.
Like,
Shut the fuck up and stop talking about our game, you uncultured swine.
Or we're going to
Jake,
push
you don't even
off
have a
cliff.
game.
Jake. He's tried. He's tried. One of these days.
He actually asked me recently if I about the Fire Emblem game that we were talking about making before. And I was just like,
really?
I don't have the notes, but I remember some of the details.
Does he want to make that tree Paper Mario game that you and I had come up with years ago with us? And that'd be...
God, I don't remember what that is.
Me either, vaguely. And I know that Jake actually made a game demo that one time with those jelly alligators. I don't remember what that's called. That was entertaining.
They were actually Kelly Jelly?
Yes. A delicious jelly. Indeed. That's why that jelly was put into the making of our jingle.
I do want to make a game, but unfortunately, all my ideas are pretty much just like a fan game of Pokemon or a fan game of Danganronpa. Because it's easy to come up with stuff like that. I feel like But also,
Right.
also how you get sued.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, especially by Nintendo. Is there a fourth party character that you would be putting into this game?
Into a fan-made Pokemon game?
Yeah.
I mean, Kuda put themselves in their game.
Fuck Kuda. Jesus.
No thanks.
Um,
Not my type.
turns out they're the one viewer, not the Nickelodeon guys.
I
That's
doubt
the
it.
trip.
This isn't
Yep.
the first time we've talked about them.
That's true. There's only one surefire sign, and that's if we start mentioning printing things out. So, well, we won't go there. There. So, oh well. Yeah. Okay, then Picasso and Pokemon.
I mean, one of my my big Pokemon idea was that all the gym leaders in Elite Four were going to be based off of the Greek gods. So
There you go. There you go. That's a good idea. Hey, Picasso
That's
was a
really
Greek
cool.
god. I
Would
feel
you have a
like
new Pokemon type called Love?
no, no new Pokemon types. What the? Where did that come from?
Like after Envy?
Fairy type.
Oh,
The plan was for her to have fairy types. She's going to be one of the Elite Four members. Actually, wait. No, yeah. She's going to be the Elite Four alongside, obviously, Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. The chamber was going to be based off of Hera.
Mhm.
I have it all in a document somewhere.
oh my god. The freaking. Okay.
One of her Pokemon is a Lomomola.
There you go. I like
Water and love type.
Alomomola. Yeah.
And then she
Yes.
has a stalling Blissey on her team. Good luck. Wait, no, Blissey's not fairy type. We're fine. Autono then.
Mhm.
She has an Autono
There
on her
you go.
team.
Nice. Cricketune as well.
Why would she have Cricketune?
Because everybody loves it.
Cricketune a bug type.
Oh.
Dumbass.
A fairy type Bidoof that's pink.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's gonna be my new OC.
I don't care.
Put that on Yoshi'sIslandLore.com.
I'll
The
put it
fan
on.
fiction
How about we
section.
put it on ssbmercurious.matsoft.net?
Okay. It doesn't exist anymore, but
No, but the forums
it
still
had
do.
could run.
The
Yeah,
forums
on
still
Tap It
exist.
Talk, yeah. You can go back and look, but you can't play, unfortunately.
I have a
But,
list of every single character that Flamezone has ever submitted on SSB Mercurius.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at every character that ever was put on the forums, and I have them all written down.
Oh my god.
They're being put to use. Don't you worry, you little head.
They are in one way or another.
Would you like to know how many you've done?
Yeah.
'Cause I can tell you.
Tell me.
Let's see here. Where is your name? You created 31 characters.
Can I do it?
You made 4 of them. No, 5 of them were from World of Warcraft. You made the Paladin, Hunter, Priest, Rogue, and Warrior all as characters. You
Wow.
fucking nerd. You want to know how many 4th party characters that you made? Who do you think is the one 4th party character that you put on Mercurius? Goku. You made a Goku moveset. You also made Francis from Left 4 Dead. Narcissus Prince from Punch-Out. Bee and Boo Mario and Ice Mario and Galaxy Mario and Galaxy Fire Mario. Silver, the Hedgehog. You did all of this and more. I'm not kidding. I have it in front of me.
All right.
You should be.
I want Eric the Flame in Smash as a fourth party.
Eric should make an Eric the Flame moveset.
Yeah, there you go.
Make your OC in Smash.
What if we did that for like a year-end Smashtopia one year? We make.
We've
an
talked
Ultimate
about
Tournament
it.
OC.
We've talked about
Yeah,
it.
invite Eric on, do Eric the Flame, Giot, and Bobboy Man for the original.
God, that would be a 4-hour episode.
Holy God.
Yeah, it would. Well, we've done
Jesus.
5 hours.
Yeah,
stuff,
I
so.
know. Maybe though. I'm not
Talk
opposed
about
to
things
it.
people don't watch. Yeah. Oh man, and then we can maybe we can reenact that RP in real time and find out a true winner for the Ultimate Tournament.
Oh my
Except the
God.
episode ends in the middle of the fight, just like when the Missile Leader deleted the thread. Which we all know that was DK3. We know. Who else would have done it?
He went to a place for that, so
Why did he do that? I legit
I mean,
forget.
it's not confirmed, but it could have only have been him, me, or Jonno. And it wasn't going to be me or Jonno. And the reason why I think he did it is because, like, DK3 always got upset when people weren't making submissions. That was his thing. He was upset when people weren't doing that per se and they were doing other things. And so all of a sudden he sees, what the fuck is this RP bullshit on my site? I didn't approve of this. Why are they doing this and not making a 30th version of Mario's moveset? Delete.
Yep.
I fully believe it was him.
And then after that, it became a Naruto fan site when he was gone that one time for about a year.
Yeah, it kind of did. There was a lot of... There was a period of time where there were, like, the majority of moves that's being put on there were fourth parties. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of Naruto.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. There was a lot. There were certain people
that
Naruto Uzumaki.
Yeah, that dude was a piece of shit.
Yeah, you want to know how many characters he put on the wiki or on the forum?
Sure.
13. You want to know how many of them were fourth party?
13.
5.
Oh, 2.
Naruto,
Okay.
the Red Ranger from Power Rangers, specifically the Red Ranger named Cole, whoever that one is, and then 3 Metabots characters, Metabee, Emerald, and Rokusho. And then he did the Hammerhead brothers from Super Mario, Superstar Saga, as well as the Starshade brothers, Metal Mario, Tolstar, Baby Yoshi. And I don't mean like just to be, I mean like the Baby Yoshi from Super Mario World. Before you feed them enough enemies to turn them into a full Yoshi.
Yeah.
A Merle from Sonic, Fawful, Tommy Vercetti. I know, I'm trash talking here.
Okay.
And not every character that I made on Mercurius back in the day was a great choice. I fully admit that. I did a few too many Battle Network characters. Let's be fucking real. But
Sure.
I didn't do Metabots. I did do Colin from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
It was an interesting period.
That was the last character I made on Mercurius. Good God.
I remember your theory being like he would grow up to be like Link and be like the next young Link, and I was like, okay.
That was the argument I put on there because like he idolized Link. So I was like, yeah, he wants to be like his idol. What kid doesn't want to be like their hero?
Yeah, very true. Very true. Like Colin wanted to be like Link. I wanted to be like Pablo Picasso. It goes all the way around.
Oh God. Ultra Kintaro.
An artist.
Ultra Kintaro made 3 Dragon Ball characters. Son Goku, Tao Pai Pai, and Cyborg Tao Pai Pai.
Okay.
What?
That's pretty specific.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at other fourth party ones, see if I can find any more that people did. Because what the fuck, guys?
Seriously.
Nobusawa did
This is what this episode became. Oh,
Nobusawa did 3 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters. Noriaki Kakyoin, Muhammad Avdal, and Yotaro Kujo, who I believe is the main character. I think.
Right.
I don't know. I've never
Mhm.
seen JoJo. I just know that apparently if you don't, then you're a heathen.
I never really committed to knowing JoJo either. I knew JoJo when that was me.
Juju! Never forget.
Ooh. You never forget. Luckily, there's things that have happened and that are worse than that, but not
James
many.
007 submitted Sailor Moon, which Sailor Moon is also not a bad choice for Smash if we're talking that we had to put in a fourth party. Because she's classic as
True.
smart as Goku is. She's just not around anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. True.
Like, that goes back to the old days.
That it does. Astro Boy, maybe.
Yeah, Astro Boy, also known as Mega Man.
That's, yeah. True.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't. Wouldn't be the first time that somebody ripped off Osamu Tezuka.
Well, speaking
Disney,
of,
Lion King.
Astro was put on Mercurius by Albert Wickawanowitz. He
The
also
famed
Albert did
Wickawanowitz.
Donald Duck, Goofy, Scrooge McDuck, and Winnie the Pooh. He did Kin the Eagle from Gotcha Man, and he did Scott Pilgrim, which Kelly Jelly recently put his version of Scott Pilgrim onto the Smashtopia wiki. And he kind of said like Scott Pilgrim to him was kind of like in a similar gray area as Sora, which personally speaking, I don't put them in the same category. But I mean, he made a moveset for Scott Pilgrim. I'm not going to tell him not to. We allow fourth party shit to be on the wiki. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't allow it in Smash. The wiki
Right.
is for people to make their dreams come true.
Yeah,
If you want to make
absolutely.
an assist trophy out of Checky Finster, sure. Fuck it. I don't care.
I think a new meme came to life today, though, so we're going to see how that pulls through on the wiki.
What? What happened? What'd I miss?
Wow, nothing too bad. You'll see soon enough.
What'd I miss?
A famous painter, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I checked out during all of that. I just started reading one of my stories. Like, I don't have time for this bullshit.
Or maybe the whatever. Remember the Garfield one? That was pretty good.
Nope.
Yeah, you do. I'm not wearing the shirt today, though. Anyway.
Nope.
One of these days.
But I do think we're kind of at a point where the discussion has kind of run dry. We discussed if we think they can happen, if we think they should happen, and if they were to happen, who do we put in? I honestly, like, again, like, I hate it. I hate the idea of it ever happening. But if it happens, it's Goku. We all know this. Like, memes can be memes, but it's Goku. It's. I would be utterly shocked if it wasn't. But you know.
First, would be shocked if anyone got in, and then would be shocked more so if I gotcha.
But with that all said, I mean, hey, Eric, you've been on here again. I don't know why you keep accepting our invitations.
It's fun.
Really?
It's all in good fun. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that.
Well, speaking of all
has
in good
with
fun,
us. It's one person in the whole world. Thank goodness.
next time we're doing another Smashtopia moveset. And it's for a character who originally we recently swapped them into this season. They were going to be next season. But then we decided, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing Ravenbeak, motherfuckers. Let's fucking go. Metroid Dread is here to stay.
So it is. Great time to be had.
See you all then, and don't forget your X-Parasites.
Thanks, Eric.
Well, yeah, thanks for having me again, guys. It was always nice to be here.
Was it, though? Or are you just an X-Parasite saying that?
Or a
Something
famous
X-Parasite
Spanish
would say.
painter.
Or Thanos?